Good morning, Bookie Monsters. Welcome back to my channel. My name is PK, and it is Monday, December the 4th, and we are here to look at cozy mysteries. Every day this week, we look at a different genre of what is being released out into the wild this week, and we start Mondays with the cozy mysteries because there are so many of them. Good morning, Annalise. How you doing? Doing okay? Doing okay? Hope you had a good weekend. I did start my third and last gifting of Afghans. This one's for our receptionist for her birthday in January. So I do have a little bit of time, but I need to get started. And I did. And let's see, I'm in the middle of reading The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cogman. And we'll be starting a historical mystery for the next scavenger hunt on killing cozies, which is flip a coin prompt. So, but I'm really liking the Invisible Library. It has been on my radar for a very long time, and I don't know why I didn't get to it, but now I did, and I'm really liking it. The world building and the magic system is just phenomenal, just so complex and thought out, and complete for its world. That author really put in a lot of work there. All righty, here we go. Let's jump into cozies. Thanks, I'm good. My weekend was all right. No complaints. Nothing traumatic. Nope, it was good. Thank you. All right, The Murdered Matron. This came out a couple days ago, but it still counts for this week since we didn't look at it last week. The Murdered Matron by D.S. Lang. Christmassy, but dark. It looks like. We always check the release date just to be sure. Yes, December 2nd. Travel back to small-town America during the Roaring Twenties and join Doro Banyan, college librarian and amateur sleuth, as she sets her sights on solving another murder. As the fall semester ends, Doro's hands are full as a professor, librarian, and volunteer. She looks forward to planning and celebrating her hometown's annual Christmas festivities, but her enthusiasm is tested when the chairwoman's dictatorial ways create dissension among the committee members. Dissension soon turns to malice, and threats fly among the matron and several others. When she's found dead, unsettling questions arise, and so do long-standing grudges. Who caused the woman's fatal fall from a ladder? After the chairwoman's handyman disappears, anxiety escalates among the townfolk. Doro and her best friend Aggie, along with two local lawmen, work together to investigate. Can they catch the killer in time to save the holiday celebration, or will others fall victim to the perpetrator? That is second in the Doro Banyan historical mysteries. Well, I do love, love, love historical mysteries. I'm not a huge fan of those set in the US for some reason. But that is certainly a Christmassy kind of option. There's a cover. Josephine West and the Christmas Corpse. December 17th. Wrong. We're not there yet. Not there yet. Mistletoe and the Malicious Intent. December 31st. I don't know if these dates slipped, which is entirely possible, or somebody has got it terribly wrong. Here's one. Doublet or Nothing, a costume shop cozy, Humboldt County Mystery number 3 by Louise Jane Watson. It's all hey naughty naughty until the screaming starts. Costume shop owner Sadie Simpson has enthusiastic embraced the surge in business brought to her store by a visiting Renaissance festival. After all, the Ren Fair is a celebration of the peculiar and the eccentric, a sentiment that holds a special place in Sadie's heart. However, the town is thrown into shock when the chief of police, a long-standing thorn in Sadie's side, is struck by an arrow during the archery tournament. Was this truly an accident? And if not, who has Chief Duckett in their sights? Furthermore, why does it seem that some of Sadie's friends possess information they are hesitant to disclose? Sounds like a cozy mystery without a murder, if you are looking for something like that. Or Ren Fair type of books. Dead Ringer. Double checking the date so you don't get dizzy. We are good. This is by Tara Benner, third in the Mountain Shadow Mysteries. Things are looking finally up for Carolyn McCrithers. There's a fun name. After moving to Colorado jobless and broke, she's on the verge of fulfilling her aunt's dying wish to restore the Mountain Shadow Grand Hotel. Construction is finally underway, but Carolyn needs more money to complete the renovations. She decides to host a Halloween gala at the hotel to persuade all the movers and shakers in town to invest. It's a brilliant plan with one hitch: the foul-mouthed ghost of the hotel's former cook, who refuses to relinquish her kitchen. When the body of the lead foreman is discovered during the gala, Carolyn realizes that one belligerent spirit is the least of her problems. Not only is the foreman dead, but the killer is somewhere inside the hotel. Now Carolyn must solve the case without alerting any of her high-powered guests. To do so, she'll have to enlist the help of her dead aunt's ghost, Officer Handsome, and the local coven. Will Carolyn ID the killer before it's too late, or will scandal destroy her dreams of reopening the beloved hotel? Deadly fires and electrical wires. A candle crabble mystery. In the sleepy Appalachian mountain town of Eltonia, temperatures and temperatures are rising. When mysterious millionaire Ray Faulkner dies in a fire that burns his house down on his first night in town, most folks are ready to call it an accident and move on. But Candle Crab, the town electrician, isn't so sure. After unearthing something strange buried in the ashes of Ray Faulkner's house, Candle starts to suspect foul play. Throw in a missing home inspection report, a bidding war over an old historic mansion, and a firefight between two feuding locals, and Ray Faulkner's death, oh, he died in it, sure, is looking more and more like murder. Oh, if I read it, he dies in the fire. Unfortunately, the more coffee is required. Unfortunately, the more questions Candle asks, the shadier everyone looks, especially her brother Clay. Oh, it's a girl. Candle has to contend with a host of quirky clients, a stubborn ex-boyfriend, and her growing attraction to the local tombstone repairman as she works to shed light on the truth behind Ray Faulkner's death. As the days go by, more fires break out around town and the death count continues to rise. Can Candle crack the case and clear her brother's name before the whole town goes up in smoke? That is kind of refreshingly very blue collar. I have zero Christmas spirit. I think I need Christmas cookies. Maybe, yes, that is also required. Christmas cookies. Good morning, Mary. Happy Monday. A little late, but made it. That's okay. Poinsettias and Peril by London Lovett. 21st in the Port Danby Cozy Mystery Series. Came out in November. Never mind. Jailhouse Stitch by Mel Morgan. Kindle Unlimited. Second in the Crooked Quilt Mysteries. Got two cats on the cover. Under 100 pages. Joining a quilt class at the local jail is Marla Larson's way of learning to sew, and all three quilt ladies are thrilled to have her along for the ride. But the calm unravels quickly when Marla is approached by an inmate with a secret dangerous enough to kill for, leaving Marla and her friends with more questions than answers about the crime. Under 100 pages, moving on. Coming out tomorrow, The Lethal Lady by Nikisha Afia. That date slipped to July. Murder at the Polo Club. This does come out tomorrow by C.J. Archer. Seventh in the Cleopatra Fox mysteries. The Sport of Kings is the backdrop for a game of murder, where one murderer loses more than the match. Can Cleo solve the case, or will the murderer win? Summer has arrived along with a plethora of social events that keep Cleo and her cousins busy. Between balls, dinners, concerts, and picnics, they attend the final match between two proud polo clubs. When the winning team's captain is found murdered in the stables, everyone assumes the opposing team's captain killed him. After all, he was found holding the murder weapon, and everyone knows they hated each other. But Cleo isn't convinced. She sets out to prove his innocence alongside Harry Armitage, who was employed to investigate the accused man's family. With their cases overlapping, it makes sense to work together. The more they get to know the victim, the more they realize the handsome athlete sported a dark side that few people saw. Those who did have a reason to kill him, that's not a sentence. Which suspect struck the victim with his own polo mallet, his wife, lover, friends, or colleagues? Or did the rivalry between two opposing captains spill over to their personal lives and lead to murder? The opposite of blue collar. At least I know what you mean. Guess I've done too many shows to get excited. I think the cookie idea is an excellent one. Oh, yeah. You had a show, right? How'd that go? Annalise, was it fun? Did you have a good weekend? I had my next to last show and did okay. It was in an art center and they take 30% commission. So even though I did well, the final result wasn't that great. Well, maybe the point would be more you're making contacts. Do you have cards to hand out? And then you can, people who sell, who buy, you can say, look, if you want more, hint, hint. Charms and Chimeras by Miranda Rose Barker, 12th in the Witches of Moonlight Hollow. A frightening and disturbing creature descends upon town. Soon, strange, unexplainable events begin to unfold. I don't think it was an illusion, she said. I don't think an illusion could have done this. They stood side by side and silent as they looked at the charred remains of a bush. There was something eerie about standing like that, which made her feel uncomfortable, etc. Eleanor, Lucy, and Andy face Chimera's ability to blend the fierce strength of a lion, the cunning of a serpent, and the agility of a goat into a formidable and unpredictable force that defies conventional expectations, leaving a trail of awe and astonishment in its wake. Oh. Murder in the Mountains by Judith A. Barrett, third in the Wren and Rascal Cozy Mystery Series. Wren and Rascal arrive at her third haunted campground writing assignment in the mountains of Tennessee and disturb the lair of a killer. Wren and Rascal check in at the Tennessee campground that has no history of being haunted except for the ghostly sounds of stock car races at night. As the feelings deepen between Wren and Justin, the town marshal who waits for her in Arizona, she's tempted to write a quick summary and then leave Tennessee until she stumbles across a body. When she pieces together fragments of old and new clues that reveal an ongoing crime, a ghost warns her of danger. The killer has her in his crosshairs. These ghosts are very busy. Coffee's required, isn't it? Okay. Sniffing Out Murder by Callie E. Benjamin. When a murder unleashes a widespread investigation through Crosbyville, Children's book author Pris and her trusty bloodhound Bailey must sniff out the truth before the whole town goes to the dogs. After deciding that life as a teacher wasn't right for her, Priscilla found inspiration for her first children's book in her 3-year-old bloodhound's nose for truth. And so The Adventures of Bailey the Bloodhound was born. After the book's massively positive paw response led Pris to move back to her hometown of Crosbyville, Indiana, to continue the series. She's surprised by how things have changed in the town, but even more so, how they haven't. Pris is frustrated to discover that newly elected school board trustee Whitney Kelly, a former high school mean girl, is intent on making Crosbyville more competitive by eliminating frivolous spending on the arts and social programs, including Pris and Bailey's beloved pet assisted reading program. A minor altercation between them isn't anything unusual, but after Bailey sniffs out Whitney's body in a bed of begonias, locals start hounding Pris and Bailey as suspects for the crime. With Bailey's sharp senses and Pris's hometown know-how, can they prove to the community that they're all barking up the wrong tree? Hey, Storm. Good morning. Annalise says 30%. That's that. But glad you did good. My weekend was okay. Maybe a bit boring is the word. Boring is good sometimes. The show was nice in that I saw a lot of people that know my work since I sell in the art center and bought more. Gratifying. I still have a good time. Oh, good. Hey, Storm. Hope you're having a happy Monday. Annalise says another camper one. Yep, I was thinking that too. Storm says sleepy but good. I think we're all there. Still trying to wake up. Mary, I would love a little camper and be able to go all around with my corgis, but can't spend the money for all it takes to have the camper, a truck to pull it. Some people, there's that RV show that used to be on, like they would sell their house and go live in an RV. I don't think I could do that. It is Monday. True. Oh, those bed of begonias. Watch out for them. Absolutely. That's why I don't have any flowers. All right. Death at the Dower House by Jenna Bennett. Second in the Pippa Darling Mysteries. England, early May 1926. After the funerals of the Duke of Sutherland and his daughter-in-law Charlotte, and of course Grimsby, the blackmailing valet, the younger members of the family, Philippa Darling, her cousins Christopher and Francis, and Crispin, Viscount St. George, are invited to a weekend party at the Dower House in Dorset by Dowager Lady Peckham's children, Constance and Gilbert. Once in Dorset, things go sideways very quickly. Lady Peckham's ward, the lovely Dutch emigre Johanna de Vaux, has been making a dead set at Crispin and has had him all to herself for the past few days. Constance's time has been monopolized by Francis, while Pippa wouldn't throw Crispin a rope if he were going down for the third time. However, the house party also includes the beautiful Lady Letitia Marsden, a former dalliance of Crispin's, and she doesn't take the competition for his affections or his title and fortune lying down. As a result, when the lovely Joanna is found murdered, the suspects are plentiful. Did Lady Letitia decide to remove her rival? Did Lord Geoffrey, her brother, the handsy one, lose control and strangle the woman he was trying to seduce? Or perhaps Crispin was tired of the relentless pursuit and took matters into his own hands. When Lady Peckham also dies miles away in Wiltshire, the case develops yet one more wrinkle. Now, Pippa, with some help from Christopher, must figure out who wanted the two women dead, hopefully, before the murderer can consign her to the same fate. Lots of things going on there. Lola baby. Okay. I'm assuming this is a take on the Santa baby song. Uh-oh, when did this come out? Ooh, it just crossed 100 pages. Came out in November. Kindle Unlimited. Take a look. We're moving on. Do you have snow? We have had rain a couple days in the past few days. We're celebrating every drop. Oh yeah, you guys need the rain. No, we don't. We have been having a warm spell. It's going to be in the 40s and 50s this week, which is good for us garage door business. We do doors in all weather, but it's just nicer when it's a little nicer out. Has been windy the last couple nights. Super windy, which is really annoying. That one came out in October. We're hitting a string here of misidentified. Here's one. Fixing the Books, Jacks of All Trade Book 3 by Fallon Brown. Luke Harsley is done investigating. Sticking their nose into others' business has brought them nothing but trouble, and as the heat of summer chills toward autumn, they have enough to keep them busy. A new employee to train, their brother's new baby, and their queer book club. Whatever else is going on with their friendship with local police officer Matthias Lindert. So they are done investigating, at least when they get a phone call from their friend Jody. There's a dead body in the library, and Jody looks like the prime suspect, but Lou believes a friend is innocent, and they are going to prove it. They are, if you're into that kind of thing, they're definitely using a pronoun situation. Not my cuppa. This next one, I love this series. I read the first one. I have the second one. Actually, I have all four of them in paper, but the Kindle just came out this week of this, and I really, really like it. If you like historical mysteries, A Gentleman in Challenging Circumstances is a third in the Lord Julian mysteries. A Legacy of Lies. Lord Julian Caldecott, still recovering from his years at war, this is Regency set, is tasked with investigating the circumstances of a small boy who could be either the salvation of the Waltham dukedom or a pawn in a scheme to sink the Caldecott family in endless scandal. The boy is alone in the world, though any one of several women might be his mother, and they all claim that Julian's brother, the late Lord Harry Caldecott, was the child's father, or a heritage of honor. To uncover the boy's parentage, Julian must face demons from his own past, solve puzzles left behind by Lord Harry, and thwart enemies who wish the lad harm for reasons of their own. His investigation takes him from barracks to brothels and to Hyde Park to dark of night by dark of night. The longer he searches, the more tangled and dangerous the mystery becomes for Julian and for the innocent child who deserves to know the truth of his own birthright. I really like that series. All right. We ran out of time again. That's something. But we're going to turn that down. All righty. Midlife, that sounds like something. Oh, we have a commercial. I am so sorry. Show us coffee. Just show us coffee. Thank you. Oi. Sellers books are in Norwegian too. Oh, neat. Very good. Well, thank you guys very, very much for stopping by this morning. I know it's super early, and thank you to those who are stopping by later um, after you've had a couple cups of coffee. Have a good day, everyone. Time to go. And gosh, it seems like we just got started. Glad to see everyone and hope your week goes well. Hope to see you later for the final sale of the year. I know I looked at that list. There's a lot on that. Oh, I will try to be a good girl. Me too. Me too. I don't need any more. Um, Reading sprints tonight on Storm's channel. Storm reads. That starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and they go for 2 to 3 hours, usually about two and a half. My sprints are starting tomorrow, Tuesday, tomorrow night at 6:05 p.m. Mountain Time, 8:05 Eastern. I do Tuesday, Thursday evenings, and Saturday afternoons. Tomorrow we'll be here at 6 in the morning Mountain Time, 8 in the morning Eastern Time again, and we'll be looking at regular mysteries. So I hope you guys have a good Monday. You know, more coffee, whatever you need to do to get through that day. We will get through this, and remember to be reading good books because, as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day. God bless.